here. Just an update on the 42 days campaign. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, my hunger strike finished, I think, 2 days ago. And it was a hunger strike in protest against the rollout of universal credit. I'm doing fine, but the campaign really has to continue. So I'm trying to make as much noise as possible. And at the end of this, I'd be grateful if you could share it about the place, because I think it's essential that that people know about what's going on. My concern is that over the 42 days, I appreciate. I was very focused on the 42-day limit, and that's a kind of short-term government punishment. What I've taken my eye off the ball with is the longer term impact on people's income, and thankfully somebody who was following me reminded me to mention this. So going back to universal credit, we're told it's universal credit takes 6 benefits, squashes it into one. What's not to like? One of the major problems with universal credit is a benefit that people have been getting called severe disability premium, and this is people who are the most vulnerable in society, as assessed by the Department of Work and Pensions. So this isn't some external force saying these people are the most vulnerable. No, the Department of Work and Pensions has recognised these people as the most vulnerable, whether it be mental health problems, whether it be physical health problems, or both. So in recognition of your life being more difficult because of these disabilities, a single person would get £62, £45 a week. A couple will get £124.90. To put that into perspective, over the year, that would be £3,247.40 for an individual, or £6,494.80 for a couple. And that's just gone. Once universal credit comes into somebody's area, that just vanishes. It's gone. Hell of a tax, eh? But the problem is that this is just the beginning. Well, this is just the latest. It's the tip of a really pernicious iceberg. Recently, over the past few years, we've had a thing called the spare room subsidy, which sounds very positive. It sounds like, here, we're giving you something. Have a subsidy. No, a spare room subsidy has latterly been known as the bedroom tax, which basically means if somebody in their house has a spare bedroom, then they lose 14% from their housing benefit. If they've got 2 or more spare bedrooms, then they lose 25% of their housing benefit. Translated, the average rent in the UK is £908 a month. Okay, if we translate that into how much people have lost from their housing benefit, money that they have to top up, usually with their disability benefits, people have lost £2,724 a year from their housing benefit on average. That's not the most, it's not the least. It's somewhere in the middle. People have lost £2,724. Okay, now this would have been all right if, say, there was an alternative. The whole idea of the bedroom tax was to encourage people to move from larger homes into smaller homes when they no longer need the larger ones. Now the problem is, in the UK at least, the housing stock, there's none. We are woefully short of housing in the UK, especially smaller houses. So people with no alternative, they had nowhere else to go, just had to pay this tax of £2,724. No choice. So desperate. Now, moving on, again, we're talking about disability benefits. There was a benefit here in the UK, and it's slowly being phased out. It was called Disability Living Allowance, and it was split into a care component and a mobility component. Now, people with mental health problems had to sort of jump into strange hoops because the form was never really designed for people with mental health problems, and especially to get the mobility component, you had to word everything really carefully to ensure that you got the money to which you were entitled. Now, Disability Living Allowance has now been moved over to a thing called Personal Independence Payment. And personal independence payment has made it nigh on impossible for people to claim, with people with mental health problems, to get the mobility component. So they've just lost that. So on top of everything else, people with mental health problems have lost between £22 and £58 a week, purely because of an ill thought through, or perhaps a well thought through form that prevents people from being able to claim the money to which they're entitled. So just again, to put that into perspective, that's between £1,144 a year to £3,016 a year that people have again had sliced from their benefits. On top of that, we are currently experiencing a freeze in benefits, which means that even though the cost of living in the UK has increased by 4%, people's benefits aren't, which means a real-time a cut of 4%. So next time you're watching TV and you hear a politician say, yes, we're targeting our most vulnerable and our most disabled, the people with most disabilities, people with most mental health problems, we're targeting them. It's not actually in a very nice way that they're doing it. They might be speaking the truth, but imagine they don't want you to know that people have lost up to £8,987.40 a year. Okay, £8,987.40 a year they've lost. Share the hell out of this. People need to know. I mean, when I was researching it, when I was sort of looking up the figures, I knew it was going to be bad, but bloody hell, £8,987.40 we've taken from the poor. We're constantly told we're all in this together, and fuck off. No, we're not. No, we're targeting this group of people, and we've slaughtered their incomes. Speak to your MP. Say this isn't good enough. You know, the 42-day thing, you know, that's a short-term thing. Mention that. And the cut to 35 days, mention that. But people are losing £8,987.40 a year, and folk need to know. People need to be outraged. I found it breathtaking. Just hopping back to the hunger strike, which seems to sort of pale into insignificance alongside this. You know, people are so desperate. But for people who've been concerned about my health, I'm 2 days 2 days after finishing the hunger strike. I'm eating simple food. I'm eating pureed pears and baby food currently. I know to live, and it's just about gradually reintroducing food into my system. I'm also taking probiotics because apparently the active bacteria in my stomach may no longer be up to the task. And I'm taking high fibre tablets, which are every bit as fun as you can possibly imagine. No poo as yet, but I'll keep you up to date on that. But share this story. £8,987.40. People need to know. We all need to know, and we all need to bear responsibility. Okay, that's me for now. Thanks ever so much for tuning in, and I'm sure there'll be more later in the week. Okay, bye just now.